What's going on, boxing fans? It's Julian Williams with The Distance. I have another video for you guys today. This is a fantasy matchup. This one is 154 pounds, Thomas the Hitman Hearns versus Julian Jackson. Overall, this is actually a pretty good fight. It's actually it's the battle of the right hands, because both of them have a lot of power in their right hand. But with Julian Jackson can knock you out with both hands. He can knock you out with left or right. But at the same time, it did seem a little bit like Julian Jackson was a little come forward one-dimensional. Come in, step in, throw. That's kind of Julian Jackson's style. But with Tommy Hearns had, was more of a complete boxer than Julian Jackson. Julian Jackson, like I said, stepping in through. Tommy Hearns would set up his knockouts. With his, he could use his left jab, a very elongated left jab, and knock you out with the right hand. He had a lot of power in his right hand, and it would be and it was a little surprising how a man, that tall, as tall as I am, and as skinny, probably skinnier, than I am, can walk around, and knock out guys and get so much power in that right hand and put people just to sleep, the way that he did. But in a fight like this, man, Tommy Hearns, as we all know, did not have that good of a chin. Whether it be 154, 147 or 160, he didn't really have that good of a chin. And I don't know if maybe it was his size or whatever, the fact that he was so tall and he was fighting, at these smaller weight classes, who knows, but Tommy Hearns, he did a very good job of boxing until you suckered him in, and Julian Jackson did a good job of zeroing in, and getting the knockout, just coming in forward when the fight, sometimes would wear down maybe, and then get the knockout. That's pretty much what Julian Jackson did. He, Tommy Hearns, sometimes got suckered in, and Jackson would take advantage of that. But in a fight like this, I do see Hearns coming out and boxing against Jackson. I do see Hearns coming out, leaving the jab, leaving his left jab, riding Jackson's face, leading in with his left jab, doubling up the jab, moving around the ring, circling, because that's pretty much what Hearns did best at boxing. He left his jab out there, and I think that against Julian Jackson, he would keep his jab right in his face, and kind of keep his range, knowing that Julian Jackson can probably put his ass to sleep. With me, if I know somebody could put my ass to sleep, I'd stay the hell away from him and try my best for full 12, 15 rounds, stay away and use my advantages over this fighter's disadvantages. Now, Julian Jackson, and the big question is, can Julian Jackson come underneath the Thomas Hearns jab? How does Julian Jackson come underneath the Thomas Hearns jab, a jab that's so precise, a jab that's so accurate, and a jab that he can land from the other side of the ring? And not only how does Julian Jackson come underneath the jab, how does he zero in? And Julian Jackson, of course, I do see him landing some shots, but the fact of the matter is this: when he lands right on that chin, it's over. But how is he going to land on that chin when Hearns, apparently the bigger fighter, the longer jab, could keep his distance, maybe the full 12. But me, I like predicting upsets, and this is kind of a hard fight to call, and it's not because the errors, etc. It's more like who could land the better right hand in this fight. And me, I would go with, even though this is a hard call, before I got hurt, before I got sick and had surgery, I was thinking, maybe Julian Jackson would get the upset, similar to Iran Barkley. I said maybe Julian Jackson gets the upset, knocks out Thomas Hearns' right hand, because Thomas Hearns, when he was knocked out, it was always the right hand. Hagler, Barkley, those are the two significant knockouts in his career, Hagler and Barkley. And it was the right hand that that hurt him pretty much. Against Hagler, it was the right hand that pulled him down. And against Barkley, it was the right hand, that pretty much stunned and hurt him as well. So I was thinking, maybe Julian Jackson zeroes in, lands the right hand and scores the upset. But me, I'm gonna go with the fighter in this fight with more boxing ability. I'm gonna go with Thomas Hearns. I think Thomas Hearns I'm gonna pick Thomas Hearns because he's the more complete fighter. I think he'll keep his, knowing that Jackson could hurt him and put him to sleep. I think he'll keep his distance. I think he'll fight a very aware fight, and fight, and pretty much try to fight a smart fight. Because against Julian Jackson, you gotta fight a smart fight for the full 12. Or you're gonna get hurt and knocked out. We all remember the knockout over Harold Graham. When he was, when he walked into that shot, that put his ass to sleep. Against Tommy Hearns, would Tommy Hearns walk into a shot? I doubt it. I think Jackson would probably come forward, and Hearns would, just keep sticking his jab out there, landing right on his chin, the whole fight. So I would go with Thomas the Hitman Hearns by, I'd say, 11th round stoppage. I think it'll be 11th round stoppage. I think Jackson may retire. I think the corner of Jackson may say, "Hey, we had enough," blah blah blah, and the fight's over. But I'm gonna go with Thomas Hearns, 11th round stoppage. But anyway, that was the distance. Thanks for watching. Peace.